If you've been out of school for a while, you probably forget the volume of a sphere formula. Well, that formula is 4/3 pi r cubed, r being the radius. Now, you wonder, where does that 4/3 come from? Well, I'm going to show you where it comes from. The triangle, the equilateral triangle, and the circle are perfectly balanced. What do I mean by perfectly balanced? I mean that the same line that God put up the equilateral triangle that connects the 3.6 inch hypotenuse to the 1.8 inch adjacent, he wrapped around the 1 inch diameter circle. Pretty cool, huh? And I'm going to show you how that triangle works in the volume of a sphere formula. Whenever I say pi, I mean God's pi, not man's pi. But here's the volume of a sphere formula, 4/3 pi r cubed. We're going to be using the 1 inch radius circle. In the equilateral triangle, in the top half of this circle, the hypotenuse is 1.1547005384. Now this ain't just some random number. This is equal to the square root of 1.3 repeating. This is where the 4/3 comes from, because 4 divided by 3 is 1.3 repeating. So if we square this number and then multiply it by our half circumference, it will equal the volume of our sphere. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? This 1.1547005384 is also the diameter of the 3.6 inch circle. This is whenever our 60-degree strip is equal to 1 inch. It's a base 1 circle as well. One of the main reasons I'm showing you this circle is I want you to realize that the diameter of every circle is actually the hypotenuse of the special right triangle that's inside of every circle. It's what I call the nucleus of the circle because it holds the information. Back to our 1 inch radius circle, another formula we can use is if we square our diameter and then multiply it by the length to 60 degrees on our circle. From 0 to 60 degrees, it's 1.0392304.845. We'll get the same exact answer. We'll get the volume of our sphere. So that's a little bit of insight on how the triangle, the equilateral triangle, and the circle are perfectly balanced. And why we have 180 degrees in a triangle, because it takes up half the circle. We serve a rational God, not irrational.